Regarding free speech, Voltaire, the French writer and a crusader against tyranny and oppression, said, Je ne suis pas d'accord avec ce que vous dites, mais je me battrai jusqu'à la mort pour que vous ayez le droit de le dire. Sadly, this wise saying goes unheeded. However, as a catalyst, Muhammad Ali spoke freely, fully, and eloquently in his fight for freedom, justice, and equality. Muhammad Ali passed away on 4th of June 2016, aged 74, leaving behind footprints on the sands of time. I am deeply honored and privileged to have known Muhammad Ali, an icon, a passionate worker in the field of human endeavor. This legend worked tirelessly to champion the cause not only of the oppressed Americans, but also the people of the Third World and beyond. One of the most important and guiding principles of this human being, par excellence, this activist, this philanthropist, was his knack of connecting with people, irrespective of their social status. He met with paupers, princes, presidents alike. Thus Ali made it his sacred duty to meet a legendary hero, Nelson Mandela, a visionary freedom fighter after his release from prison. The adoration and respect they had for each other knew no bounds. The love of boxing, their revolutionary consciousness and awareness, their African affinity, their unique sense of purpose to fight the oppressors in every nook and cranny of the world made them two formidable humanitarian liberators to be reckoned with. Madiba said, and I quote, "When I met Ali for the first time in 1990, I was extremely apprehensive. He was an inspiration to me." Nelson Mandela also said he was my hero. In 1990, this sport titan risked life and limb, status, career, and fearlessly negotiated with Saddam Hussein, the Iraqi president, for the release of 15 American hostages held captive in the countdown to the Gulf War. Loathe him or like him, this is the measure of the man. In passing, Muhammad Ali said, "This is the land of the Garden of Eden, and the land where Abraham was born. How could it be bombed?" But Uncle Sam had other plans. Ali succeeded where the United States had failed. Inspired by his religion, كل المسلمين الإخوة. This was a bold move by a man who refused to enlist into the United States Army as an objecteur de conscience, a conscientious objector. It must be driven home what this great liberator said about shooting defenseless, hungry, poverty poverty-stricken, emaciated Vietnamese. I quote verbatim, "My conscience won't let me go shoot my brother, or some darker people, or some poor, hungry people in the mud for big, powerful America. And shoot them for what? They never called me nigger. They never lynched me. They didn't put no dogs on me. They didn't rob me of my nationality, rape and kill my mother and father. Shoot them for what? How can I shoot them, poor people?" He later added, "They have not deprived me of my freedom, justice, and equality, or assassinated my leaders. Just take me to jail." For his cast iron and noble principles, this stalwart was convicted of a draft evasion, sentenced to 5 years in prison, fined $10,000, and banned from boxing for 3 years. But Ali has always known what the late Muhammad Rafi vocalized in his historic song. "Qismat hamare saad hai, jalne wale jala kare." Ali goes deeper. "Main jalta nahi, jalata hu." As the most recognizable face in the world, Ali traveled to Afghanistan and to North Korea on goodwill mission as the UN messenger of peace. Further, for this exceptional act of philanthropy, Ali was named the International Ambassador of Jubilee 2000. Furthermore, he worked indefatigably, tirelessly within the group for the cancellation of over $100 billion of debt owed by 35 of the most poverty-stricken countries. The late Muhammad Rafi, a legendary veteran Indian singer and icon, was a very keen fan of Muhammad Ali. These two highly esteemed stars met in 1979. They hit it off like two long-lost brothers uniting for the first time. Modern contemporary society, the man who floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee would turn in his grave if he knew that his veiled Muslim sisters in the United Kingdom are being referred to as letter boxes and bank robbers. Bank robbers. Why? Because they wear veils. The finger of blame can be pointed squarely at the blundering, blustering, bubbling, blue-eyed bully blonde from Bullingdon, Oxford. He argued that Islam has caused the Muslim world to be literally centuries behind the West in an essay unearthed by The Guardian. He has also stated that Islam inherently inhibits the path to progress and freedom. That Islam is the most viciously sectarian of all religions in its heartlessness towards unbelievers. But the Holy Quran says there is absolutely no compulsion in religion. He even quoted Sir Winston Churchill, his mentor, and I quote Churchill's narrative: "There is no stronger retrograde force in the world than Islam. The Oxonian is either ignorant or willfully chose to ignore the formidable Muslim mathematicians, scientists and philosophers such as Ibn al-Baytar, Ibn Khaldun, al-Zuhur, Ibn al-Haytham, Ibn Ishaq al-Qindi, Jabir ibn Hayyan, Abu Bakr al-Razi, Thabit ibn Qurra, Omar Khayyam, Ibn Rushd, Ibn Battuta, Ibn Sin'a, al-Batani, Abu Nasr al-Farabi, Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, and others. Contrary to the views held by Boris and his mentor Churchill, Muslim scientists and mathematicians delve deep into the logic of scientific discovery and were the true torchbearers of human civilization. Where would the world civilization be without Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra and the mother of algorithm, without which Boris could not run his computers and Americans could not land man on the moon? As a London University graduate in mathematics and sociology, I am literally shocked that a man of Boris's academic caliber is not tout à fait au fait with Muslim scientists and Muslim scientific achievements during the Islamic Golden Age. He should be acutely aware that mathematics is known to be the queen and the servant of the sciences. But what can we expect from an Oxford graduate in classics? As the French would say, c'est la profonde ignorance qui inspire le ton dogmatique. And the Greek would say, les chiens aboient contre les inconnus. More conveniently, where ignorance is bliss, 'tis folly to be wise. Inspired and motivated by the sayings of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who said, "Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave," Muslim scientists made spectacular and gigantic strides in the realms of physics, chemistry, biology, botany, zoology, medicine, ophthalmology, pharmacology, cartography, geography, agronomy, optics, astronomy, mechanics, and other subjects. Thus, no Muslims should feel denigrated, degraded, humiliated by some haters and Muslim baiters from Oxford, whose knowledge of sciences and mathematics leave a lot to be desired. It is apropos to quote the late prominent South African author and journalist Ronasilan Dorasamy Govinda for his dedicated work of decolonizing the media for almost 60 years. He said that Islam encouraged the pioneering achievements in science of some very great Muslim scholars. May I conclude by quoting the highly principled African-American freedom fighter, Brother Malcolm X, who told Muhammad Ali, "Because billions of our people in Africa, in Asia, in Arabia, love you blindly. You must be forever aware of your responsibility to them. Thank you.